All right, everyone, a warm, enthusiastic good morning. This is third day of 8th Global Festival of Journalism, and today we are with none other than the person who is in this industry and who is ruling this industry for more than 2 decades. So, Sir Nitin, sir, how are you doing?
Thank you very much for calling me here. I'm doing very fine, top of the world.
You are not being called. You are the part of this family from last so many years. You were faculty here. You used to
Yeah.
take class from 2019 to 2015, and I'm sorry if students were very annoying and they used to annoy you a lot. The recent situation of the country is not going so well. The transparency is being hampered. The way the news are being delivered is not the way it should be. Would you like to say something about the journalistic skills right now, which is being delivered to the people?
I think the journalistic skills have been thrown to winds. It is now opinion journalism, controversial journalism, with a lot of conflicts coming into the writings and on television news channels. And the audience, readers, the viewers, they have become like housewives, gossiping. Most of them are gossiping. Gossiping of what? There's no solution for it. And if you do not have a solution in debates or discussions,
What is the matter of contributing in the fourth pillar of the democratic country? So, basically, when I came to this industry, when I was thinking that I'll do something in this industry, it was not about doing makeup and just saying things on camera and paparazzi the things. It was more of let's make this country, let's bring a change, let's just. Open the windows, let's open the doors for people who actually want non-filtered news. And now when I see the news channels here, when I cannot name them, but when we see the news channels, the top news channels, they provide the information about information which is very irrelevant, which is not something which need to be delivered. Would you like to say something about it?
absolutely, because I find that this is called jute journalism, where all the channels plus the print medium has been influenced and owned by politicians and industries. How can you actually have a responsible and unbiased reporting? You cannot have it right now.
Exactly.
So what do? You have to see for yourself and don't get swayed by what the reports are now coming into being. All reports, most of them are biased. And if you are there, a reporter coming on the screen and saying inflammable things, that's atrocious. It should be stopped at any cost. Journalism is basically reformation. How many people are reforming through journalism? No, nobody. So what do? You just sit back. No, you don't have to sit back. You have to take out processions and protests, but maintaining the decorum of the society. You just cannot say, okay, you block the road. It is not possible.
The way they are protesting is not the way they should. There are different ways where this has been taken. The way it should be taken out is not the way it is right now. And I think from last 65 to 67 days, the whole situation is being hampered. The whole system, the way this heart of the country used to work, it's not working the same way. So when we are talking about Shaheen Bagh and the things are going on, would you like to say something about your personal opinion on the protest going on from last 65, 67 days?
I think the people who are protesting, they're not very much aware of what the entire thing is, the issue. And secondly, the upcoming journalists and the student journalists or who want to become journalists, they should learn lessons that tomorrow the reporting has to be very, very different. Tomorrow it is drone journalism. Tomorrow it will be data journalism. How are you going to report these facts? Fact is that none of you, the protesters, know or not, none of them are coming out in the open and saying, explaining what the NRC or what the CAA means to them. If you have women coming there, what does it mean?
Exactly.
That they don't have any other thing? The men are prompting them, and as per the news reports, people are being paid for it. They're having
Exactly,
a
huh?
gala time there. Why? You do not have any regard for your country. You do not have any regard for the state. You do not have any regards for the Prime Minister, whosoever it may be, whatever the party he belongs to. But the Prime Minister of this country is a Prime Minister. Whether it was Rajiv Gandhi earlier, or Narasimha Rao, or Mrs. Gandhi, or Mr. Modi, anybody, any party, you should obey, or if not obey, you should be give opinions, but not in this way. It's pedestrian journalism. It's pedestrian protest. You don't do like this to a Prime Minister.
But when we talk about the CAA thing, when people are not aware about the whole topic, I don't find anybody who is openly coming up and talking about when it was in Kashmir, the sessions was when it was implemented in Kashmir, there was a whole conference, there was a whole speech given by Narendra Modi, that Sri Narendra Modi, that these are the facts, these are the points which is coming up, and these are the things implemented. When we talk about CA, I don't find any clarified speech, any clarified conference about the whole situation, and the whole country is confused that what is it about? What is the whole situation about? Don't you think the respected Narendra Modi, the respected Prime Minister of the country, should come up and talk about the situation? Because the situation is getting worse. People are not getting the security. Especially Muslims are not feeling secure living in this country.
I doubt very much. We have had presidents, Muslims. We have never, at least what I know, whether it was newspaper world, whether it was ad world, whether it was government jobs, Muslims are given equal opportunity.
Exactly.
And secondly, why should the PM come out every time to issue a statement or talk to them? He's doing it on Mann Ki Baat. Secondly, why should a PM come? Suppose there is no electricity power supply, it's the state government's job.
Exactly.
Why should the PM be accused for everything? I mean, you are handling a PM, you are talking about the PM as if he's just a wayside neighbor. That you come and say, no, PM should come out. Why should the PM come out every time?
But when we talk about why should PM come out, we feel like this whole CAA thing was not just an incident. It was the talk of the whole country. Somebody would have come up with the solution of the issue and would have come up with a whole system. And when I was researching about it, I came up to know that the whole procedure of coming up with the whole statement is going on, and it will be out soon. And people should be calm till that. I think that people should be calm. Let the whole news should come out and then react. I think people are aggressive and people are reacting in a different way. They should not, the way they should not react. Don't you think?
The behavior pattern of human beings, particularly in India, has been if they ever have an issue which comes out, surfaces, there are two groups.
Exactly.
One is for it, one is against it. Now this group is increasing. Why should you not study the issue and find solutions? And everybody has a right to protest, but within a decorum.
Decorum is very important because the country is suffering a lot. The country is suffering because of the protests going on a very major road, because the whole country is suffering because of because it is involving so many students of one of the most reputed country in Asia. So yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for
very
your
much.
so
My
much
pleasure.
precious
Thank
time.
you.
This is Rishi Rani signing off from Asian Academy of Film and Television with camera person Saurav.